Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel ChemWis. In this video we are going to discuss galvanic cell, also called Voltaic cell. A galvanic cell is an electrochemical device that converts chemical energy to electrical energy from a spontaneous redox reaction. Since the reaction is spontaneous, so delta G for the process will be negative. It consists of two half cells or two electrodes, an anode for the oxidation and a cathode for the reduction. There is international convention that anode is written on the left while cathode on the right. The anode has positive oxidation potential, or we can say negative reduction potential, while cathode has positive reduction potential, or we can say negative oxidation potential. For better understanding, I am taking zinc electrode as an anode, which consists of zinc rod immersed in aqueous solution of zinc ion like zinc sulfate, and copper electrode as a cathode, which consists of copper rod immersed in aqueous solution of copper ion like copper sulfate. The metallic rods of two electrodes are connected through a wire that makes external circuit. To measure the potential, there is a voltmeter. The two half cells are connected together through a U-shaped tube filled with electrolytic gel like agar and KCl or KNO3 called salt bridge. At the end of salt bridge, there is a porous plug that allows ions to flow through but prevents the mixing of two half cell solutions. The function of salt bridge is to complete the circuit and maintain electrical neutrality by allowing ions flow. This galvanic cell consisting of zinc and copper electrodes is called Daniell cell. Since oxidation potential of zinc is positive, so at anode, zinc metal gets oxidized to zinc 2 plus by releasing 2 electrons. Copper has positive reduction potential, so at cathode, copper 2 plus will take 2 electrons and gets reduced to copper metal. Thus, by redox process, there will be release of zinc 2 plus from zinc rod to electrolyte solution and deposition of copper 2 plus from electrolyte solution to copper rod. Since there is release of electrons at anode and consumption of electrons at cathode, so metal rod of anode will become negative while metal rod of cathode will become positive. We can see that by redox process, cathodic solution becomes negative while anodic solution positive. To maintain electrical neutrality, cations in the salt bridge, that is K plus, flow towards the cathode and anions, that is chloride ion in the salt bridge, flow towards anode. Since electron flow occurs from positive pole to negative, so in a galvanic cell, in the outer circuit, electron flows will occur from anode to cathode. Since flow of current is opposite to the flow of electrons, so in the outer circuit, current will flow from cathode to anode. Symbolic representation of galvanic cell. We should keep the following points in mind while symbolic representation of a galvanic cell. Anode half cell is written on the left while cathode on the right. Arrow of a redox reaction is represented by a vertical line. Two electrodes are separated by double vertical line representing salt bridge. Concentration of ions is written after ion symbol in a small bracket. So, if we have to represent this galvanic cell we have just discussed, then we will write reaction on the anode on the left side, where we will replace arrow by a vertical line and we will not include electrons. So, anode half cell representation will be zinc solid, vertical line zinc 2 plus aqueous, then we will put double vertical line followed by copper 2 plus aqueous, a vertical line and copper solid. If the concentration of ions is known, say 1 molar, then we will also have to include concentration, and then the representation will be like this. When an inert electrode is used like platinum or carbon, it is written at the far end of the half cell notation, often as the last component in the half cell, separated by a single line from the electrolyte or the gaseous species it is in contact with. Let's have an example of this galvanic cell consisting of magnesium anode and hydrogen cathode. For symbolic representation, write the anode and cathode reactions like the way we have done for Daniell cell, that is, magnesium solid, vertical line, magnesium 2 plus aqueous, double vertical line, H plus aqueous, vertical line, H2 gas. Since the cathodic reaction occurs on inert platinum wire, to represent that, put an additional vertical line and then put PT solid. Let's have an example of a galvanic cell with hydrogen electrode as anode and copper electrode as cathode. For symbolic representation, write the representation like the way we write for the galvanic cell having no inert electrode. That is, H2 gas, vertical line, H plus aqueous, double vertical line, copper 2 plus aqueous, vertical line, copper solid. Since oxidation of hydrogen occurs at inert platinum wire, so to represent that, put a vertical line before anodic reaction and before that write PT solid. That's all in this video. Please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon if you like this video. Thank you very much for watching this video.